Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome to another episode of Minecraft Tutorials. Today we are going to be building a Vault 76 style vault. I have actually two versions of this. As you can see right behind this one we have another one right there, but today we're going to be tackling the sliding door method, and as you can see out here we have a vault style type entrance like you would find in Fallout 76, and this one's a little bit more dressed up with a little bench and street light and stuff. This one's made to look like it's inside the side of a mountain, and I actually hid the button right here. You just push this button and the sliding door will open like so. You got the alarm system and you've got a retractable catwalk or drawbridge here, which goes across the bridge. Now you have some stairs that will go up onto the entrance platform, and if you get stuck down here you can always go back as well. However, if we hit the inside button now, you'll see that the drawbridge retracts, the door closes, the alarm system goes off. But not only that, these stairs right here retract. So if you have intruders, they will get stuck down here and they will never be able to enter the vault. But before we get started on today's tutorial, you can show your support for the channel by hitting that subscribe button right now. And if you really like my content, be sure to hit that bell notification button so that you're aware of when new content hits the channel or when we go live with our charity live streams. And be sure to watch till the end of the video for more special information. So to start off, let me just say that I'm not going to show you how to build this entire thing brick by brick, simply because this is a massive build. What I will do is give you some guides on the proportions of this build, but I will be showing you how to build each component and how to link those up so that you can simply build your own vault entrance without any issues at all. So there are several components to this tutorial, and I'm going to discuss which ones they are. Up on top we have the alarm system with the flashing lights. We have some note blocks right here, right above some redstone lamps, so you'll be able to detect when these go off by sound and by light. Then you have the vault door system itself, which is more visible on this side. It is a triple piston extender which basically pulls a sticky slime block door off to the side. Then it trails down below into a switching mechanism which will take a button action pulse and turn it into a lever type of action, which is a solid signal. Those bleed into our door mechanism, which is right here down below, which I've played so much with observers over there to get this to work correctly. And then over here we have the internal button system, which basically again takes a button pulse type action and converts it over to a lever solid pulse, or not even a pulse, a solid signal action. And then over here is basically the retractable staircase for the inside platform. So there's quite a few components to go here, but I'm going to show you how to build those right now. Alright, so here we have your Vault-Tec entrance. You're going to probably build this on the side of a mountain or on the side of a structure or anything like that. First thing to notice is that this one is actually sunken into the ground by one block. It doesn't mimic the top half like it does on the bottom. And that's going to be different for our second vault over there that you'll see in a different tutorial. But for right now, you're going to go to the back side of this structure of your entrance, and you're going to grab some furnaces and you're going to start to place them all along here to continue the vault entrance. So you'll end up with something like this, but that's not all. You actually have to bring this out two more all along all the sides here, and you'll end up with this, basically a 3 wide furnace type tunnel. And then you're going to remove these 3 over here on the side. For these that are out here, this depends on how you want this exposed along the inside. You can actually turn these around like so that you don't see the front face of the furnace, or you can just start to place blocks along the front side there to hide that as well if you choose to make this a little bit longer. So then what you're going to want to do is actually build out 2 more furnaces here. You're going to want to remove these 2 blocks, place down furnaces there and also on this side as well. You're going to then want to come to the bottom and place down 2 more furnaces at the bottom also. That's going to prevent the slime blocks from sticking to any blocks locking up this entire circuit. You're also going to want to place 2 more furnaces right there to prevent the middle of the door sticking to anything else as well. Once you have that tunnel open, you can actually come to the inside and you're going to choose any block that you really want for the corner pieces of your door. I'm going to choose yellow wool, so I'm going to place 1 here, in there, and this corner, and in this corner. Then you have like this cross section in the middle here. This is where you're going to be placing your slime blocks all along here. You'll end up with this type of shape. All right, so on the back side again, once you have that done, you're going to come down here and grab some blocks and place them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out from this bottom furnace right there. Then you're going to build one up and over, removing that one right there. And then you're going to also grab another 6 blocks and place them right along here. Then you're also going to place a block right up here, remove this one right there, and then you're going to place another 3 right here with another 2 coming off of that. All right, so now you're going to grab some sticky pistons. You're just going to need 3 of those. So you're going to grab 1, 2, and 3. They're going to be facing all towards the slime block door. Then you're going to grab some repeaters and you're going to place them right here, right there, right here, and then into this piston as well. The tick pattern for these repeaters are going to be 4 right here, starting from this side, 4, 2, 1, and then 4. So you're going to have that. Grab some redstone dust, you're going to place that right there and along the back side of these repeaters, and you're also going to place 1 piece of redstone dust right on top of that furnace right there. Over here on the back side, you're also going to put a repeater right here, and then you're going to turn this way, put down 2 more repeaters right here with redstone dust behind that, and a button right up here. You're going to place a block right here at that level behind these repeaters, and then you're going to put these 2 repeaters on 3 ticks, just like this. Oops, there we go. So now when you hit this button, you can see that the door extends fully, and it retracts fully, but we don't want it to just simply retract and come back. We want it to stay in one position. All right, this side under the block with the button, you're actually going to build a tower. So you're going to build this up to here. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to remove every other block. So that one goes away, so does that one, and so does that one. We're going to place another block right here diagonally from this bottom one. Then you're going to grab some redstone torches and you're going to place those on top of each of these blocks. And then right here at the very bottom, you're actually going to place a redstone torch right on the side. Don't worry about what the door does during these moments. You may find that the door may not fully retract or extend. These are just signals that are going to be sent through the redstone, which may make it do certain things. But once we're done, it will work fully. So next we have to build a button to lever action circuit, which is going to convert a pulse into a solid signal. And you're going to see me place down blocks in order to put redstone down. This is simply so that you guys can see where the redstone is going, much simpler than just simply placing it on the grass. All right, so once you've built this redstone torch tower, what you're going to do is place a repeater going into this bottom block down here, and you're going to place down 2 pieces of redstone dust. Then you're going to grab another block with a redstone torch on the side, which is going to activate this entire circuit. All right, now comes the actual button to lever circuit. So what we're going to do is place down a repeater that goes into that reverse signal block there, and you're going to place down redstone dust along here. Then what you're going to do is place a block with a redstone torch on its side right here. You're going to place 2 repeaters going into that signal there. You're going to see it flash. So what we need to do is place down 2 more repeaters going into that first set, and then you're going to place a block right here with a torch on its side, and that's going to lock it up. What we can do is place a button right up on top of this one right here to test out the signal. You can see that it will convert a button pulse into a solid on or off signal. The next part of our build is actually going to involve us building the drawbridge. So what you're going to want to do is actually build your platform from the inside of the vault entrance. You can see on the inside, I actually have another Vault-Tec type signal or sign type build for the entrance. Then you got the platform dock right here. And 3 blocks below that is the floor to the drawbridge area. So what you're going to want to do is actually build out the deck area for your entrance. It doesn't matter at what height you do this. What does matter is that where you end your deck, you have to then go 3 blocks down in order to create the floor for the drawbridge area. You're also going to want to make sure that it doesn't harm the redstone that sits behind this door. You can actually build this up a little bit higher, as you can see, because we have plenty of space up in here. We just happen to build it just like we did for our demonstration model there, which is pretty low. For this next circuit, I spent a lot of time messing with observers way over there, and it finally come up with a way to actually create a triple piston extender that goes upwards. So let's get to building that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is grab a sticky piston, and you're going to place that right here, and you're just going to build up 2 more like so, and then you're going to grab a iron trap door, and you're going to place that so that it sits at the upper block level of the next block area. So now that this will actually grab onto the sticky piston. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually come to one side, and I'm going to have to dig out one more row here. And you're going to place a repeater going into that piston. Then you're going to grab an observer, and it's going to face outwards so that the activation side is facing into the repeater. And then you're going to place a repeater that sits right there in front of that observer. You can see that it already activated it. Now you're going to grab another observer and you're going to place it facing down into the top of that repeater right there. And you're going to place a block of any kind that you like behind that observer. The next thing you're going to do is grab another observer. You're going to place that facing into that sticky piston right there. Then you're going to grab another observer facing it downwards again, grab another sticky piston, and you're going to face that right there on top of that observer. And then you're going to grab another observer and face that facing outwards so that the activation side of that is facing into the upmost sticky piston. And before we forget, we're actually going to place this repeater right here on 4 ticks because we want to make sure that the pulse that comes out of this observer is strong enough to actually activate the rest of the circuit. Okay, so we're going to activate this now, and you're going to see that this will go up and it'll come back down. Everything is nice and compressed. The iron trap door is at floor level, just like we have here. This is the floor level. And then what you're going to do is remove the power, and you can see that it pulses it up to our entrance level, and that is going to be your catwalk. Now this is actually very, very simple. All you got to do is repeat this again. So I'll do it one more time. Grab an observer, face that outwards, repeater. I'm going to place that on 4 ticks. Sticky pistons, 3 upwards with an iron trap door up at this level. Grab another observer. Place that facing downwards into the repeater with 4 ticks. Grab any block of your choice, put it on behind that observer. Then come to the backside here and grab another observer facing into that bottom piston. Another observer facing downwards into that observer there. Grab another sticky piston, place it on the back of that observer, and then grab another observer and place it facing outwards. Alright, so now the cool thing about this is that it is actually infinitely repeatable. You can keep building this as long as you want, and you shouldn't have any problems doing that as long as you build them all exactly the same. And you're going to have a weird gap here, so what I like to do is actually place more observers facing this direction so that it matches the opposite side. Alright, so you've built the door and you've built the floor where the catwalk is. Now we actually need to connect them together. So what you're going to do is come to the end of this repeater line that you've built here, and this signal is obviously going to be carrying the redstone out, but it needs to actually turn into here our activation side for the door. So it's actually the catwalk system now that is activating the door. Once you've gotten this far, you're going to build another area to the opposite side of the catwalk system where the bridge has to meet. And what you're going to do is then knock out a 3x3 and replace the outer rim with slabs. And then in the very center, you're going to place a block right on top, because that's where your button is going to go. And then down below, you're going to place another block right below it there. You're also going to place a piece of redstone dust right on top of that block. All right, so once you have that block underneath there, you're going to then bring this block around like so, and you're going to just keep building downwards until you reach the ground level. Then you're going to grab some redstone dust. Actually, we'll move this one right there. And then you're going to grab some redstone dust and trickle that downwards like so. Then you're going to want to move this line of redstone dust this way so that it ties into the back of this line of repeaters here for your catwalk. And these repeaters are actually going to be on 2 ticks all the way down. On the opposite side of this block down here at the bottom, you're going to place a redstone torch. You're going to grab 2 more repeaters and place one facing out of the block and the other out of the torch. Then you're going to grab 2 more repeaters, place those facing towards the front of the build, and another block right here in this corner with a redstone torch next to the back side of this repeater. You're then going to place some redstone dust along that side like that. So make sure you have a button up on top. Once you do, you can actually test this circuit out, and you'll see that the catwalk system fully rises and the door opens. And then once you release, catwalk goes down, vault closes. So that's exactly what you want to happen. All right, so all that's left now is to build the retractable stairs. What I'm gonna do is actually remove 3 blocks from here, and I'm gonna remove 1 more so that it's indented one. I'm gonna come back down here, place a block underneath like so, and I'm gonna grab the stairs again, and I'm going to build up 2 more so that the stairs actually sit there for right now. On the back side of things, what I'm gonna do is come here and put a sticky piston a block away from that middle stair, and then I'm gonna come underneath, put another sticky piston there, and I'm going to build down and out so that there's another second sticky piston at this bottom level. You have this weird L shape of sticky pistons. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a block, place one right there next to that top one, and then one here next to that back one, and I'm gonna loop that around with 2 more blocks. Then I'm gonna grab some repeaters. I'm gonna place one right here with 2 pieces of redstone dust right there. I'm gonna grab more blocks, place one down and out like so, and then I'm gonna just loop that forward out to about here. I'm going to build up a 2x4, and then right next to that I'm gonna build up a 2x3 like that. I'm gonna come over here to the 2x4 area, and I'm gonna move or remove that block there, and then build one up on top of that. I'm gonna grab some more repeaters, place those going into those pistons there on 2 ticks, and then I'm gonna grab more repeaters, place 2 there on 1 tick, and place another one right there on 1 tick. The rest of these block spaces can get redstone dust just like this, and don't forget to place one right here in between that block. All right, so now we actually have the stair retracting system, and we also have the button to lever action system right here. We need to now connect the 2 together. So what I'm going to do is grab some more blocks. I'm going to loop that around this way, so you can now see this is standing right below here. I'm going to place a block right there so it covers up the outside gap there, and then I'm going to place another block right there. I'm going to grab some torches, place one on top of this block here, and another one on the side of this one right there so it's underneath this block. Now I actually need to connect this with redstone, so I'm going to put 3 pieces of redstone dust right there so that this output signal goes into this block with the torch on it. Alright, so from the outside we see that everything is retracted. The door is closed, the catwalk's down, and the stairs have been retracted as well. We're going to then hit this button, and we should see the catwalk rise, we should see the vault door slide open, and we should see these steps right here retract. Perfect. All that's left now is the alarm system. All right, so now we actually have to create the alarm system for the vault. So what I'm gonna do is actually bring an observer right here, collect that piece of redstone dust, and I'm going to build upwards like so. I'm gonna put a piece of redstone dust right above there with a repeater here and another repeater right there. We're gonna place this first repeater on 2 ticks, the second repeater on 4 ticks, and I'm going to loop this signal around like so. Then what I'm gonna do is grab a block with a piece of redstone dust on top and a torch on the side. And now I'm going to build a hopper chain. So I'm going to build 2 hoppers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, loop it around, back to the start, remove that first one and place it back so it creates this constant cycle of hoppers. Then what I'm gonna do is place a single item inside one of the hoppers. Then what you wanna do is place a single item, doesn't matter what it is, inside of the hopper, and it's going to lock in the one next to the redstone torch. Grab a comparator, place that facing out of that hopper so you get a redstone signal from the one containing the item, and then you're going to build a small hopper clock right here, which is basically 2 hoppers facing into each other, and you're going to place a single item into that, doesn't matter what it is. Grab another comparator, face that facing out of the one with the item in it, and from there what you're going to do is grab a repeater, place that facing out, and then you're going to loop that around to several different locations. Grab some redstone lamps, and you're going to place those in the ceiling next to the repeaters facing on the output side of the repeaters. And then you're going to grab some note blocks and place those on top of the redstone lamps like so, so it looks like the repeaters are facing into the note blocks. Then all you have to do is grab some redstone dust and link all of those together just like that. So now when the door retracts, it'll get a signal from here, should activate the system, and now every time that item inside this hopper gets released, it'll have a certain amount of time before it returns back to its starting point to lock up the hopper clock. In that brief moment that the hopper clock is released, it will cycle back and forth, sending a pulse through the circuits and into the note blocks and the lights, creating a type of alarm system. And finally, for your outside activation, all you got to do is grab a block. You're going to come right here beneath this block here, come down one more, remove that center one, and you're going to place a button right here right under that door section there. Then you're gonna grab some redstone dust right here, place it there. So now every time you hit this button, you can see that the redstone dust underneath gets activated. All right, so once you have that button in place, you're going to then come to the bottom here and place a redstone line coming all the way to the side here. You're going to place a repeater, and you're going to extend this signal quite a ways down the line, placing repeaters down where necessary to make sure that the redstone signal is strong enough all the time. And you're going to loop it right here into the bottom of where the second button comes down, because this is the merging point where all of the circuits get activated all at once. It'll go towards the stairs, towards the catwalk, and towards the gate. It's just gonna activate all from there. So if we hit this button, we should see everything activate. We should get the door opening like so. We'll have the catwalk already up. We'll have the alarm system go off, and everything should be good. The stairs are extended. Yep, everything's working great. Then you come in here, you can lock up the vault from the inside. You get the opposite thing happening. And that's it. It's pretty much done. I'm going to leave the decoration of this vault up to you guys. Remember, it just depends on how long you want to make this, how wide you guys want to make these areas. That's all up to you. Hopefully this video has shown you though how to build each part and link them up so that you're able to create your own Fallout vault. This tutorial is quite a long one, but hopefully you guys got through it, and I just can't imagine how long it probably would have been if I had to go through the entire building of the entire structure. Anyways guys, I hope you guys like it. Be sure to join my Twitter to join my community, and if you want more help with redstone or just want more insight into a lot of the series on my channel, be sure to join my Discord community as well. You can ask a lot of questions there and just get the help you need for a lot of these contraptions. Anyways guys, that's all the time I have for today. I hope you like it, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments field below. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.